でございます。お足元にご注意しておりください。ご乗車ありがとうございました。
ジンバブエに
OK です。どうぞまっすぐ。
いいよ。
ご搭乗ありがとうございます。
Welcome on board. 安全について説明しますので、必ずご覧ください。
Please watch this safety video and familiarize yourself with the safety
でございます。飛行機が完全に停止し、シートベルト着用のサインが消えるまで、シートベルトはそのままお締めください。上の棚を
ありがとうございました。お気をつけていってらっしゃいませ。
poison.
الرجاء الوقوف بعيدا الأبواب ستغلق.
Train is departing to Southmont Station.
الرجاء التمسك بالمطابق. القطار مغادر إلى المحطة الجنوبية.
Hold on to the handrail at all times for your own safety.
تمسك بمطابق اليد في كل الأحوال ضمان سلامتك.
And welcome on board for EasyJet Holidays. You're back. Time to check you've got everything with you. Dodgy shell necklace that you'll never wear again? Check. A week's worth of dirty washing? Check. Sand in all the wrong places? Check. All the kids? Check, check, check. The fear of going back.
This is an important announcement for any passengers queuing up for tickets on the main station, Funport. If you're travelling towards London, that's any station in London, you can go to the bank card, application,
behind yellow line at Classic 4.
To Bedford. Elevate northbound and south Bay residents, calling at East Croydon, London Bridge, London Blackfriars, Farringdon, London St Pancras International, West Hampton, Thameslink, St Albans City, Harpenden, Luton Airport Parkway, Luton Leagueway, Farringdon Flitwick, and finally Bedford. Apart from that, there is currently no disruption noted on the network. So we hope for a nice, smooth, and uninterrupted journey for you this afternoon. Once again, this is your 14.
Floor 2. Doors opening. Going up.
狭っ狭いね。
三菱だ。
あれよ食べなきゃ。これ入ってってる。5時半。Open bags, please. 모자네.
Everything is too expensive.
모자네.
I think it's very easy for us to say, you know, like I think why is it it's like a survival bias.
I bet even you can go upstairs if you fell.
Yeah, but already.
No, no.
And Jam's going. Well, I was trying to say to down.
इतने थोड़े तो जाके कैसे हम तो 22 सितंबर কিন্তু 22 सितंबर
It's fine, it's only 4 steps anyway.
ついてないついてない
to Shoreditch.
place.
Paris Tuesday service.
Welcome to Paddington Station. Your safety is very important to us. We have 24-hour CCTV in operation throughout the station. Please keep your belongings with you. Items that are unattended may be removed and destroyed or damaged by the security services. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police to 61006 and all sources. See it, say it, sort it.
Yeah, go inside. Right side, go left.